Hello my friends, welcome. I'm Elaine. Today we're doing the next prompt for Junk Journal July. It'll be August by the time I stop struggling to say that. So our next prompt is shadow, and the last one was star. So I used these black celestial style tapes for star. So I picked out some washies that will kind of match this a little bit. And so our prompt is shadow, and I want to add in a little bit of a Regency theme into that as well. So I have these washies and I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to do, but I have a few other elements that I want to put into it. And for the shadow, I was thinking of trying to make a kind of drop shadow effect with stencils. So I was thinking of putting this down and doing dark and then going over it with some paste to make it raised, and I'm just going to pretend that these are moths instead of butterflies. So that is what I'm thinking. Where we might end up could be somewhere else altogether, so let's just start and see what we come up with. Now these tend to work a bit better when you're doing this if you press the ink pad down on the stencil. Or at least that's what I find, instead of rubbing the brush on that. So this is what I've done for shadow. I'm quite happy with how it turned out. I think you can tell that it's kind of a drop shadow effect on the butterflies, and it ties in with the page next to it for star nicely. And you have the moon, and it's like the phases of the moon, but it's like the moon and shadow. And then we have a nice pull that up, a nice quill and a hand to tie in with this one here as well, and to have the Jane Austen writing. And when I was doing this, I really wanted to add a candle to it, and between like everything that I have a ton of stuff, and there wasn't a candle in anything, like not a single image of a candle. So I went and took a photograph of this painting I done a few years ago, and I thought like, I took it with my Instax camera, so it's not like I'm bending, well I kind of am bending, I'm not breaking the rule I made for myself of not printing anything. But the Instax, it's okay. In the viewfinder I was much closer to the painting, but it printed out like a lot more of the wall through the actual image. And I added a piece of vellum over it. What I wanted to do was have a much bigger candle and center it, but like it's quite small, and I said instead of wasting the Instax print, I'll just put it in this way as a cluster. And then I have a photo that I took a while ago of Pride and Prejudice, and I have a box of printed photos, like photos that I posted on Instagram. I have them, loads of them printed this little size, and I thought that would be nice to go on this. And I got a little teeny tiny paper clip that is actually so difficult to use. Oh, there, that went on perfectly fine. Make a liar out of me. Yeah, it went on really easily there. So that is what I have done for shadow. I thought the vellum would be nice as a kind of, like, because it's not shadowy, but it has that see-through feeling that a shadow has, kind of. Might be reaching a little bit, but that is what I've done, and I am happy with it. So tomorrow we will be doing summer on this page. Oh yeah, I was doing this with the archival ink and the brush, and it was just too light, so I went over it with a marker, which bled through this page here, but that's fine. We're going to cover that over, no problem. So yeah, we'll see you tomorrow then for summer. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I will see you in the next one.